Good morning. Welcome to Episode 1 of Bird Builds, the premiere episode. And as you might know if you've watched my other videos, this is somewhat a special episode. What I'm doing to launch the series is I'm going to throw a lot of builds at you. Basically what I've done is I've built a huge town, I guess, and I'm going to show you that. What the video is going to be is I'm going to do a sort of shaders mod, fly around to give you an idea of the place, and then after that I'm going to talk through each build, not in 100% detail, but I'm going to give you an idea of what I've done. So bear with it, and I hope you enjoy. For whoever's judging it, and hello to you too, I hope you enjoy the video. There is my YouTube and Minecraft name the same, and to you as well, enjoy the video. Alright, see you in a bit. Back. If you made it through that without feeling nauseous or quitting off the video, congratulations, because that was my first time sort of trying to film something in a sort of, ooh, look at this sort of way. I'm just starting out in this YouTube thing, so it's all new to me. Now I thought I'd switch F on. I mean, yeah, I'll leave F1 on so you can see my little hand, and I thought I'd leave shaders on actually because it does make everything look nicer. That's what it's for. What I'm going to do now is just run through the process here. What you've got here is you've got a valley, a river valley, from a waterfall lake down to a delta into the sea. That's what this whole idea was. And you've got a mountainous area here and some perilous rocks down below, which someone came a cropper on. So what I did first was I built up this valley. I just thought I'd build a valley scene, maybe put a farm in it. That was where that came from. That was my first build. And actually, that build, and that build, the farmhouse, the cottages, and the church are all very heavily inspired by Jamziboyminecraft. I'll put him in the link below. He has a lot of very cool builds, and those three were sort of drawing on his style. And then the town hall, the barracks, and the King's Road and everything on it were built after that. But at time of recording, there are about 420 submissions to this contest, which means that less than 10% are going to win, which is difficult because that means whatever you submit has got to be of the highest quality, which is why I went to the extra mile and put in that King's Road section. So I'll talk you through it. I'll go to the town hall first. This is the sort of mustering point. This is where the governor of the valley rules from. It's got your watchtowers linked by a bridge, and then the stairs start down here. I thought actually stairs were better than ladders because they didn't add another post. They just sort of curled around, and then the bridge links them with some lighting inside. They sort of serve as a watch out for the town hall. So once you're inside, you've got some seats for audience members. I think they're called pulpits. Basically, places you can stand and go, "Oh, he ate my cows," and he goes, "Oh, he sheared my sheep." And he's got the law book here. So he goes, "You have the cows, you have the sheep." Advisors and other observers can sit here, and this is like a nice chair. So yeah, and you've got bell tower up here, very similar to the one on the palace. I like the design. You put a big iron bell in it, and it's cyan sort of copper oxide roof with a gold spire. Looks quite good. What next? Next we've got these little cottages. These didn't take too long. They just sort of flesh out the valley and make it look more inhabited. They're pretty bare bones interiors with sort of seating area, cooking pot. Obviously real fire caused a bit of a problem, so I reverted to torches. Sorry if you're getting a bit of lag. It's fraps and shaders and a huge complicated build is all piling up on my computer. It's sort of groaning underneath the desk at the moment. But yeah, those two just sort of add a nice nuance to the whole place. Up next is the farmhouse. Like I said, the first build, and this was probably the most heavily influenced by someone else. Everything else sort of came out of my head and followed on. But this is upside down house. So the upstairs is downstairs, downstairs is upstairs. I've got this fireplace design, just basic half slab stair design, and the bedroom's actually in here. And through here is the kitchen, eating area, kitchen. Up here is the another seating area with a different fireplace design. I like that one a bit more because you've got more space up here to do it. And then another seating area. Yeah, okay. What next? Let's go over to the church. The church is built without a spire. It's just a square tower church. Again, I'm not heavily religious. I just thought it fitted in nicely. So if you are offended by religious symbol or you just don't like it, don't get too annoyed, please. But you've got your nice carpet, your pews, the cross. Oh, I'm sorry, I might take those out. I don't mean to offend anyone. And you've got your altar here with your prayer book. Some choir pews for them to stand or sit and sing, and then in the back here, down the spooky stairs, the mossy spooky stairs, is the crypt. And I thought actually the way the half slabs sort of let light in but don't, means this is sort of, I hope you can see this. I'll have a look in the editing. If you can't see it, I'll boost it up. But yeah, this is sort of like the spooky crypt with some nice casks or caskets. Is it caskets for the deceased of the valley. We'll do the barracks now. Yes, the barracks was originally going to be the castle, but actually it sort of suited the build more to flesh it out and make it look a little bit more, I don't know, house-like. You've got your little tunnel here through the mountain, sort of braziers in the wall. But yeah, no, because I put these pillars up, but actually I realised it looked a lot better if it was sort of a mix and match between the two. So it's got this big roof, and then the training yard out the back, and I'll just show you inside quickly. It's got a little reading area here, sort of weapons store, delivery there. Downstairs it's got the Valley Vaults. A couple of miscreants are currently being held for their crimes against the Valley. Nasty looking people. Sorry about all the breathing. You just have to put up with it because okay. Because my mic is muffleless and awful. But I might be looking to get a new one. These are training dummies, so hit them with your sword type of deal. Sorry about all the jumping around. This is an archery range. So those are your targets, and you stand back here, and back here, and you just go. Oh. Oh. Anyway, you get the idea with that. And then upstairs, you've got your commander's seat, your eating tables, kitchen, sleeping quarters, more sleeping quarters, bunk beds up here, and more sleeping quarters there, and then you've got a sort of balcony where the commanders can watch or join in. Oh, but they're not very good. I'm going to zoom off now. By the way, it should be obvious, but this was a super flat world, and this is all using single player commands, hence the single player commands there. I've just built this up with different brushes. I'm going to be honest, and it probably shows, this is my first time really building a terrain structure out of single player commands. I've used World Edit before, I know how it all works, but I've never built up such a huge area of land using it. I hope it looks alright, it probably doesn't, but like I said, first time, go easy on me. And then you head through the forest here, that's a sort of trader's hut in the forest, on the path to the King's Road. And it opens out, and like I said, basically this build took so long because it was built in so many different ways and over so much time that the only way to keep myself sane was to sort of build a huge backstory behind it and then fill my head with it. I won't divulge you with it because it is insane. But this is the King's Road essentially, where the advisors live, hence the large houses imitating the palace. And then when the king visits, this is one of his palaces, and he will stay here. So let's go to the Grand Market first. Grand Market first. This is a sort of trading forum, talking meeting place. Actually, entrances are here, if I'm being correct etiquette. You've got a painting store, sells paintings. These are supposed to be like, I don't know, balance books and workbenches to wrap up your paintings. Your meats over here, you've got your carcasses hanging down. Veg is found over here. They're currently selling melons. And then these are just some building blocks, sort of Home Depot style stall. And then out the back you've got the livestock trading pens, so you've got the cows for trade, sheep, and then pigs at the back. The advisors' homes, I tried to keep them roughly the same size but vary the design to give you an idea that I can build different... Oh, sorry, one second. I tried to vary designs but keep them relatively the same size to show that I can do other build. I can build like those sort of cottagey, medievally style buildings, but I can also do slightly more luxurious looking brick structures. Here we've got I think this is the Commissar for War. I don't know, I sort of lost it putting all these bricks on top of each other. You got your nice four-poster sort of dressing table, look out onto the garden, sort of big double wing stairway, and again doors out into the garden. Nice red carpet sandstone floor combo, I think that looks good. Next up is the blue one, I can't think at the moment. This is the green advisor's house, more neutral, sort of a glowstone water lamp there. It's quite a nice design, and some stairs leading up. Sorry about the yawn, it's still a bit early. Interesting bed design, not sure if I like it or not, but it's there. And some shelving leading onto sort of light letting windows, and some torches hanging about. Big chandelier, of course, shows off your power. And some nice balconies looking out on the rest of the King's Road. Again, nice garden in the back, big tree, birch trees. Birch trees are sort of the rich trees. They're expensive, hard to come by. So that's why there's more of them around here. And I'm going to skip the last house and do this one first. This is the Royal Park. It's got your fountain in the middle, your benches around it, and then your sort of trees and grass. Take a break, nice fence to keep anything you don't want in out. Don't want in, yeah, that works. There's a gate here to close it at night, although I haven't quite worked out how to close the gate yet. This is the last house, a couple of table and bench options, some stairs going up, not probably the worst of the stair designs. 2 double beds, sort of more of a family house, some books to read from. A balcony, looking out into the garden, a little garden fence with a door there, and of course a pond. And coming back inside, this one doesn't have any. I'll have to show you on the other one actually. I've done on the greenhouse. It has it's not a greenhouse. The house with the green flooring. It has these windows, sort of mini bay windows, which you can sort of stand in. They add a more cozy window where you can actually look out properly. I just thought I'd point those out. Coming on to the last build, and the one that took the most time, because actually, if I'm totally honest, this palace was built before any of this. I built this when I first heard, when BW said I'm going to be making a server. I thought, how can I get on that server? I'll build something cool. So Hampton Court Palace is quite a famous palace where Henry VIII stayed in London, and this was based on that. I actually looked up pictures and worked out dimensions, and that's the English Royal Standard, if you're wondering. And so I built this gatehouse, that gatehouse, and that's where those are designed from. And then I built the rest sort of as it is, but also to my own specifications somewhat. So you go through the tunnel. This is the courtyard. So you've got these the side halls. I'm going to be honest again. I haven't decorated this palace in its entirety. I've put flooring and lighting in everywhere, and I've put on this gatehouse. I've put some floor designs and some wall designs to give it a bit more substance. And over here, I built. Actually, I'm going to break it. Yeah, I'm going to have to break in, because in here, if you go up the stairs, this is the great chandelier, a sort of monstrosity that hangs inside this this gatehouse, and I think it looks pretty awesome. You also get to see the inside of the astronomical clock and the day-night clock, which is cool. Again, the clocks don't actually work, although I've seen versions which do. So I hope they don't apply. Basically, there's another bell tower. This was the original, slightly taller, different design. Utilises upside down stairs to get a more sort of columned look where it has a curve to it, and then the bell I think is worse in here. You can see I develop my style as I go. This maze is it's actually the last thing I built. It was just giving the garden something, giving the palace a grounds, and that took quite a while. It does work. I think there are 2 or 3 solutions, and it's built 3 high, so that when you're in it, well, I'm on fly mode, but you can't jump and have a look, and it's sort of terrifying and difficult. But this did take a while. Essentially what I did was I built the solutions, and then I just built false paths leading off everywhere. Let's see if I can solve it. Oh no. Okay. And then I built some birch trees around that, and then I built some more forest around that. And actually this hill forest around it is essentially just a backdrop, because behind that is just the super flat world, but I didn't want it to just flatten out. I wanted it still to seem part of this world. And you've got a little melon shed here, and a pumpkin shed. So if you've got any questions about anything to do with this build, literally anything, stick them in the comment section down below. If you like it, hit like. If you love it, hit favourite. Somewhat doubt that you love it. And wish me the best of luck. I hope whoever's judging this has liked it. Obviously you've got the hardest job of all, but hopefully I've made the decision as easy as possible for you in the good way. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to outro you with some nighttime shots to and put up some links of And now I'm just going to do a sort of outro montage at nighttime, just a bit faster this time, and I'll see you later in episode 2.